Oh, we're starting again. Okay. Hey,
All right.
everybody, it's Randy Pomfrey and Kim Butcher from Cummings and Company Realtors with the Yay or No Way show. Kim's all ready to go. So this week we're going to talk about rentals and we're going to try to play with the volume a little bit. Can you hear me echoing, Kim?
No, you aren't now. You were a minute ago, but now you're
Okay,
okay.
perfect. So now we're going to talk about investing and rentals, whether you should do it or not do it. So Kim, what's your opening line on this?
So I think that any kind of real estate investment can be an amazing investment for you if you know what you're doing. So I think it's really important that if you want to get into the rental game, that you have all of the tools in your tool belt to set you up for success. Because there things can get a little hairy, as Randy will give you some great examples of when rentals go wrong. But I think
Yep,
I think it's a great thing for people
I
if they
agree.
want to.
Sorry, were you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Um, so I agree wholeheartedly. It's just like anything else you do. If you do it right, it can be a wonderful thing. If you do it wrong, it can be a horrible thing. Just in the sense of fair play, we're going to start out with some of the negatives, and I'm just going to switch my screen here and share my screen. Go with Safari. So you can see here, um, once it loads, here's a couple of pictures of some different. Let me just go back to the main screen here. Some different pictures of some different things that people have done. This is one of my personal favorites where they tacked everything to the wall. This is definitely somebody who probably just hated their landlord to death.
He
This
did
is
that.
just, yeah, this is just years of neglect.
That looks like
Um,
an episode of Hoarders.
yeah, and this is like making the dining room into a bedroom. This is probably, I don't know, look, there's actually a kid in this picture. Um, and then let's see.
A nice rental.
This is a great one. This is the kind of one you see in advertising.
That
And
looks like Hoarders.
yes, and basically the major mistake that we see here with this person is that they've just obviously never visited that home. So they
Yeah.
need to definitely get their act together and visit the home. Totally.
Randy, how often do you think that a landlord should visit their rental property or have somebody as a real estate professional can do?
My advice to our people that let's get out of my screen sharing so you can see my lovely face again. Stop sharing. There we go. My advice to people just starting out is I think that they should collect the rent every month, and they should visit it every month. I think that sets the tone for the person to keep the apartment up. Then maybe after the 6 months or something, drop it back to every 2 months or every 3 months. Obviously, you're going to wear yourself out if you do it every forever. But if you the stage to do it that way, you'll reap great results.
I agree.
Are you
I
having
mean,
trouble?
you are bouncing in and out, so I think you might have
Okay.
some Wi-Fi
I don't know what's
connection.
going on tonight. Maybe I need to whisper. That
No, I
better?
think it's a connection, but I can still hear you.
Okay. So yeah, that's what we recommend because obviously if you leave it for a long period of time, they just think that you don't care, and you need to let them know that you're watching over.
Right.
So I'm a big proponent of people investing in rentals. I think that they should definitely do it. I have the top 5 reasons why I think you should do it. Top 5. Thank you, Kim. And number 1 is income. We just went through a series of investors that were investing in Parkville, And I like to use this as an example. If you put 20% down on a $100,000 home, you can make about $500 a month profit off this investment. Essentially, following this formula, you'll pay yourself back in about 3.5 years. And in that 3.5 years, you could buy another house, or you could do whatever you want with it. You could replenish your savings. The second one is depreciation. And this is the one that I definitely recommend we leave this one to the accountants. Exactly how to do this, because I would never assume to give you tax advice without knowing what I'm talking about. Because I have a great accountant I recommend you get one too. Essentially, deducting from your taxes is depreciation of your investment. So according to your tax laws, your property that you own is depreciating every month, even if it is actually appreciating, and you're allowed to depreciate on your taxes. You can actually save money on your taxes by owning rentals if you do it the right way. The third way is just like health knows. So with the equity, I'm going to just keep turning mine down. With the equity, your house is going to go up in value. It's going to actually 15 to 30 years property. You'll start earning triple the amount that you were earning before, because you'll no longer be paying a mortgage. Fourth is appreciation. The property that you buy for $100,000 could be worth $150,000 or even $200,000 in 30 years. All that profit is for you. Essentially, you've allowed to pay that mortgage off. And then the greatest thing, I think, is the leverage. You only need to put 20% down. In some cases, you can put as little as 15%. But where else can you buy $100,000 worth of anything for only $20,000 out of pocket?
All awesome points.
And as we alluded to, the tax benefits, besides depreciation, you can also use tax advantage things like free exchanges, 1031 exchanges, self-directed IRAs, and as always, again, refer to your accountant for that. So
hire a professional always.
Yes. When most people are thinking of investing, what do you think most people are thinking of?
As far as property?
Like if someone's like, oh, I want to invest. What do you think they're investing?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Sorry. You're echoing a little bit on my end, so I'm trying to turn you down.
I think, and I was guilty of this too before I got into real estate, I think most people just turn to the stock market and they think that that's like the only form of investing. And it's true that since the stock market has begun 90 some years ago or whatever it's been, that it's averaged around 10%, depending upon which numbers you use and which things you count and which things you don't count. But for those of us who are younger, like much younger than me, and have only seen the stock market for maybe the past 10 years or 5 years, they haven't really seen anything to jump up and down about.
Very true.
And some of these big crashes that we've had lately kind of can give people a big, cause for concern. With real estate, you've got something tangible, you have a deed, you own a property, you can visit it anytime you like, you can actually see it, as opposed to a stock, which while it could go up, it could go down. So it's a big risk.
Randy's got itchy arms tonight.
Yes, just got back from Deep Creek Lake and made the mistake of going out too many times without sunscreen.
Always wear sunscreen. Did you learn your lesson?
Yeah, I'm paying the price now. Six nights of pain, itchy. I'm going to be itching. People are going to think I have fleas. So what we recommend that you do definitely is two things. One, diversify. You should definitely diversify your holdings. I don't recommend that you invest all of your money in Apple or definitely not Facebook, since Facebook just took a tanking lately. But diversify in some real estate, some stocks, bonds, mutual funds, different types of real estate. and we can help you along the lines with that. You should not put all of your money in Apple, just like you should not put all of your money in one house as well. You know, spread it out a little bit, because if you only have one property and that property for 2 or 3 months, you're making no money. So buy a handful of properties. We've got probably half a dozen clients right now that are probably in their 30s or something like that. They're building their portfolio, and it's awesome to see them like buy property after property, basically build their portfolio.
It's nice when they come back, we know that our clients are making the right moves, being successful in their, investments, and we can see them prosper. It feels really good to see people succeed like that in their vision for passive income success.
Yep. And that's how we know we're doing something right, definitely, when they do come back.
Absolutely.
And our success is built on their success. We cannot emphasize that enough. I've got that written in my notes. Exactly. It's a team effort. And definitely need to set things up the right way. Some of the things that we want to make sure that we go over with you are some of the same things that when you're just buying a house for yourself. First, we want to make sure that you're getting it in the right area. And this is more specific. You need to get it in the right area that is the right area for you, like as an investment that'll go up in value, but also the right area where you can watch over it. I don't recommend that you buy real estate in Connecticut if you live in Maryland, or vice versa.
Or you might end up with a hoarder house on your hands.
Yeah, so what happens, Kim, when someone doesn't have professional help and has a house that they're not watching and managing? Because I know you've seen that firsthand.
I have seen that firsthand. So, what happens is, I've seen it all. I walked into a house where it was not being taken care of, and we had a huge water issue. So you want to have somebody either, there, if you want to live out of state, if you found an amazing deal in Connecticut, make sure you have a professional in Connecticut who's going to help you, that has your back to help you. So if you want to invest in Baltimore and you live in Saskatchewan, you hire somebody like Randy and myself to watch over your properties and take care of them, because you can. You will walk into a hoarder light situation where you have water problems, or a tenant ran out on you or anything, and that's what puts your investment in peril. Like, you want to be in a money making situation every single month. So, and the biggest way to kill that is if you don't have an income by way of a paying tenant. So because we've had tenants run out on us before, and it sucks. So always have somebody there to watch. If you can't watch, have somebody there who can do it for you, 100%.
Yep. And that's one of the things we go over with you in the beginning. Are you going to professionally manage this yourself? And by professionally manage, we mean professionally manage. Like, are you going to do all the things that need to be done? Are you going to manage the repairs? Are you going to manage collecting the rent? Are you going to manage giving someone the boot when they don't pay? Do you know the law? Do you know the rules? So we want to make sure that you have all that stuff under your belt. We're not saying that to scare anybody off, but we just want to make sure that you're successful. And there comes the echo again. Okay. So there are different types of people out there. Certain people like the stock investment. People like the real estate investment. Some people like to get their hands dirty. They like to do what they need to do for the investment. Some people like someone else to do it. So when we sit down with you, we'll go over which type of person you are, ask you some questions, we'll kind of leave some of those things out, and find out for you which thing you feel more comfortable. Some people like to have an investment advisor do all their stuff for them. Great. This is probably not for you then. Some people need to have their investments liquid because they never know from one month to the next when they're going to need the money. This is not for you. And some people like transaction costs. This is not for you.
Nope.
But You know, every week, Kim and I and the rest of our team, we go out and we basically paper, well, not every week, but every month we paper somewhere between 2,500 to 3,000 apartments, telling people to stop renting and buying. And basically, if we just flip those reasons around, these are the reasons that you should be a landlord and not just sitting around with money in the bank earning 0.1%, which is just utterly ridiculous.
No
Give us a
sense.
call, look into some rentals, let us take you around. There's lots of great places out there. There's no in shortage. There's lots of people that are getting out of the market right now. We've got a guy right now who's unloading 15 out of his portfolio of 25. We just finished with someone who was on 13 out of 15. So there's lots of people that are getting rid of properties right now, and you can get them at a great price.
Now's the time. Do it, do it, do it.
Yep. So, Kim, tell us about those balloons behind you.
Today was my son's second birthday party. So big shout out to my gym and Bel Air for putting on an awesome party. We just showed up with a cake and he had an amazing time. There'll be some pictures up on the Facebook later. He had the time of his life. So it was a good, exciting day in our household. And hopefully he's sleeping upstairs. So
I was just going to ask if he was sleeping now. Yeah.
He's not. He's very. It was a very long day for him, but he had an awesome time. So Randy just got back from vacation. Are you nice and rested and ready to back to real estate?
Yep. Deep late, and had a lot of people reach out to me, so we're following up with people tonight. Patience and actually letting me have a vacation. It's one of the best vacations ever. As far as my awesome team, big shout out to Kim and Senior for holding down the fort while I was away. Awesome. We actually got a few deals, and a few more deals on the list while I was on vacation. That's always nice as well.
The show doesn't stop when the boss goes on the vacation, so it's just another reason why our team is awesome.
Well, thanks again for tuning in to us, and we will see you guys next week. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.